Kade Mills, just a well-known trainer, comes from a great horsemanship family. Anybody in the horse industry in Alberta probably has heard of Kade, many-time trainers championship champion. And he's doing very well in the Showdown with Dixie, this really pretty but fairly reactive sorrel filly. And when you're ready, Kade, you can start and we'll start the clock. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, 30 minutes starting now.
Let's get to it. All right, let's see which Dixie we got today. Oh, not a girl. She was a little elevated on our last session. So we'll see how she is here today. She's been really good. She had, out of however many sessions, she had one bad, 10 seconds. But other than that, she's been moving around pretty nice. She's been pretty soft. She seems to be okay with the obstacles, so she should be just fine. Now, I started this pattern with her here to where when she'd walk off, I'd back her up. It's going to be what I use here or with root in the face right there. It's been kind of the same reaction out of me every time she gives me that. A mistake I don't want to make is just because it's the finals, I change who I am, which lets her kind of feel like she can walk over me. When she's nervous in these different settings, different arena, all that stuff, the more consistent I can be with everything I've done, it's going to give her something to rely on. There, yeah, have a look around. Atta girl. For those of you who watched my last session, they're like, why doesn't he just put a rope on her? She'll stand still. Hey. And it's not just the head shaking right there or the way she's being rude like that. It shows what a frame of mind she's in. And that frame of mind is not going to help us get through this laundry list of things we have to do. So it's not just about her standing still or shaking her head or anything like that. It's about putting her back in that frame of mind. And if she's already thinking she's trying to get rid of me, what do you think she's going to do when I get on her? Well, you guys have seen her this morning. You know what she's going to do. Hey. Just some friendly reminders there, Dixie. So our saddling has been something that she's getting better with, and I'm really hoping that she's taken something from that. I also know that if she has a little trouble here, I'm not going to panic. And I've kind of already thought that before I come in, as I know she's going to be a little uncomfortable when I saddle her. So what I'm going to do is I'm getting her to where she'll stand when I back her up. So now I want to get her to stand when I push her side to side. And anything I can do, believe me, I know it's a timed event. Good girl. Anything I can do to reward for her standing still before I grab that saddle is just going to give her a better chance at doing this well. That's the Dixie we wanted to see. All right. Hey, come on, sweetie. Quit.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we went with that's fine. Yeah, no, you can tell them that we're not gonna yeah, because we didn't.
I want to back her up right there, but I'd like to get her a little half buttoned up so I don't have to worry about the saddle falling off. Now we kind of seen that coming, so no surprises there. You're forcing me to do it on the move here, sweetie. Now, if I gotta, again, getting back to that mindset, these reminders here, I'm hoping are gonna pay off so she don't have a problem when I get on her. So as much as I was hoping she might shock me and stand still there, I still wanna make sure I keep all that stuff, hey, right there. I wish she spoke English so I could be like, hey, just give me a half an hour here, sweetie. Okay. Well, it's on her. Don't mess up our fan there. I'm going to make a mess of all of our obstacles, and we're not going to be able to go through them.
So polite.
Okay,
So nice to put things back the way you found them, isn't it?
you would think that'd be common sense, but I've changed that word to uncommon. Okay, I feel like my breast collar's a little tight on her. It's going to pull my saddle ahead. Button up our last step here. All right. So, now the important thing to do is to make sure that this horse feels like I can send on her. Now, if you guys watch my sessions, she did buck, and I don't think lunging her is going to fix that. The idea of me sending her around right now is to check how she's going to be with move off pressure. If she's going to buck, she ain't going to buck from the saddle. She bucked last time because she was mad at me. Now, whether I lunge her or not, she's probably still going to be mad at me. So my goal here is to make sure that I got control when she does buck, or if she does buck. Because with a horse like her, you won't lunge it out of them. You got to talk her out of it. Hey, sweetie. All right, going to send her around the other way. She's a little tight, but not too bad. Good job. All right, show me a good direction change. Good job.
It's just nice to see that inside hind step up underneath her a little bit more on that.
Yeah. To be honest with you, in these deals, if you're pulling to the left and they go to the left, I'm pretty happy. My expectations can be high sometimes, but at that point, when you got this many rides on one, you're like, oh, I'm trying to go east, and we're kind of going east. I got to be happy here. Atta girl. Okay, let's show you something you like, and then I'll jump on you. Try this, and then the noodles, I guess. We haven't tried that yet. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. Atta girl. This is a real conundrum for this horse, because, thank you, the gate's over there. So she's just at a real decision. What do I do?
I'll go through anything to get to the gate.
Yeah, she does have a little bit of that in her, don't she? All right.
Anytime you want to know how much time is left, just ask Kade. You're at 20 minutes and 20 seconds now.
Gosh, I was going to say before you said it, please don't tell me.
Oh, okay.
I'm just joking. I'll ask you.
Won't say another word until your time's up.
No, sir, don't do that. Don't leave me out here by myself, you. Let's get to it. Now, same as on the ground. Yes, we have 20 minutes, but I've got to feel like I can control this animal before I start trying to do things that require control. So I'm going to pull on her here a few times and remind her of some of the things that we had talked about. And then I'm going to ask her to do a bunch of crazy stuff. Oh, there it is. If you're going to buck, please buck where there ain't stuff. All right, so when a horse is like this, if you guys can see, regardless of the buck, her plan right now is to take me down to that other end and get rid of me. So, in the words of John Wayne, when he was arguing with his wife on one of them, he said, let's get to the rat killing. If you want to come down here and ditch me, I got you down here. Let's get to it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it ain't happening. So, you're going to send, then you're going to get mad, and then I'm going to stick you, and then we're going to do it again. Otherwise, it's just going to be riding on eggshells for, in my guess, would be about 18 minutes.
Exactly.
It's not my first one. Okay, while I got her here, I'm going to go ahead and get my circle jog to the left. Now, when you're talking about gaits, is buck more of a lope, or we just kind of call that a wild card? Good girl. All right, that's one. Let's get her. Oh, go ahead. You guys could give me like a, okay, we're going to clap now. Just open. Don't not clap on my account. I got more control than you think. Okay, we're going to jog to the right. Getting her moving is going to be a benefit to us. So I want to get that stuff kind of out of the way. Yep, there we go. Good. Yep, that way. Okay. So we have jog over the poles. Good. Thank you. Now, is the jog through the thing a pulse? Like, can I do that right now, I guess, without using fancy words?
It's not required unless you want to use it for your freestyle.
Oh, good, because we were about to fail that. I thought she was lined out going somewhere, and then she quit on me, and I was like, gosh, I just said I was going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do the tarp. I know that's one we got to do. Come on, sweetie. We got stop, back of. We got lope, and I know you guys are waiting on that one. Me too. Close enough. Get you one more on that. I think the dirt is actually what freaked her out on it. There we go. Thank you. Never a dull moment. The serpentine was not on the sheets, and we were doing a lot of John in the meeting. Is that optional as well? Can if you want. Don't have to. Do have to.
The pylon serpentine is mandatory. Oh, it's
Are you talking about the pylons, Kade?
Yes, sir.
That's not mandatory.
And it's freestyle? or something like that. It's
Yeah.
not on the sheets, right? We were
Yeah.
just talking about it out back, and then I have a bad habit of not paying attention, so I thought maybe I missed it. Hey, don't like that. Keep that control together. All right. We're going to do the fan thing.
The fan.
Yes, sir. There we go. Thank you. All right, we're going to get to the rat killing again. I'm going to lope to the left because I'm tired of waiting for it.
Come on, Dixie. Atta girl.
Here we go.
Hang on, Kade.
Last time I saw you guys when she was bucking, you were laughing and having a good time. Now everyone's like, hang on, this might go bad. All right, well, I thought she'd do better with that until about an hour ago. Let's get to the right. Lope. You're going to send here. A little lead change, good girl. All right. So, bridge, mandatory?
Yep.
Sir. Right on.
Oh, yeah.
Atta girl.
What's so hard about that?
Yeah. She's got more peaks and valleys than anything I've rode in a while. Some things you're like, hey, can you go over the bridge? She's like, you bet. And you're like, hey, can you just jog around? She's like, no way.
We're still looking for stopping back up and swing the rope
Yes, sir.
and pick up all 4 feet.
Yeah, it's going to be stopping back up. But I've been working on it. And in my last session, I was trying to teach her stopping back up, and it turned into trying not to fall off. So I'm going to take her to the right. She'll kind of free up a little more. But I've never not done my stopping back up from a lope, and this ain't going to be the first day. Oh. Good girl. I'm as surprised as she is. Pick up feet and trailer, right? Oh, swing a rope.
Right.
It's sitting here. I should have figured that out. There's another thing that I have not done on her back that we're going to do a little bit of, like we like to call winging it, but pretending like we meant to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, you guys can bring the trailer if you would. That'd be great. While you're doing that, I'll see if I can pick up these feet. Or as my daughter reminded me last night, they're called hooves. She's been learning a lot at this show. They've had a pretty good time. For all you guys that have a booth here and you've been giving her candy, I owe you one. Both of them, every time they'd go for 5 seconds, they'd have a mitt full. Where'd you get that? We don't know. Okay, time for the feet. Good girl. Good girl.
2. 3.
Good girl. All
And
right.
the 4th foot came down with 10 minutes left on the clock. Looking good, Kade.
Thanks, you.
Well,
Good girl.
that took a lot of work.
Girl. Good job. Okay, if you guys want to get that out of here, we got a very short amount of time to finish up a few things, so ha! I know. You don't need to be so upset. It has not been that bad of a day. You don't need to take it so hard. Again, I'd love to tell you that it was going to get easier as your life goes on, but I doubt that very seriously. All right. Mailbox, gate, this, freestyle.
Yep, or
Right
car
on.
wash.
Car wash. Yeah, this, noodles, same deal. So we'll come over here and see. We just haven't been on this in very much, and like I say, I do know it's a timed event, but I'm gonna try to use everything I got. Can you open that and grab that egg? Yeah, itch your head on it. You've been itching on me all weekend. I was thinking when you guys had these in here, I'm like, what can I do on the fly? Oh, what side does it open on? Hey, guys, put one out here that doesn't open.
Jason locked it.
Jason, come on, buddy. Yeah, now I just got to grab that egg, baby. Get it. If I get the egg, do I really have to put it back?
She'll get it for you.
Yes, sir.
Is that egg yolk on your hand there?
Yeah, I got egg on my face. This one is so funny in a trainer challenge because, like, how am I going to do that? We're going to go down here. I'm just going to point her straight for the gate, and whatever's in her way, we're doing it. It's what happens after that I want to make sure I got my hammer cocked for. Better have a gun and not need it than need it and not have it. Take your time. You're standing still for the first time in 48 hours. Let's go home. Yeehaw. Okay, I think with this horse's personality and kind of the traits in her that are really, really good is she does like to move out, and she's been really good on pressure, and she's been super soft. So I'm going to get to my freestyle before I get to all of this. I think a good freestyle on her would be the serpentine, because that's where she really shines. She follows her nose really good and does all that stuff. And I usually have a big plan, but she kind of blew my plans up my last session. So this is a cool one. I think we'll do this. We'll do it at a trot-ish. It's going to be your freestyle. You might as well get all the way through and then bring her home. Yeehaw. Right on. All right, let's go do the gate. I mean, yes, we're going to do the gate. Most of the times, what makes the gate easy on a colt is they'll stand still. So I'm really hoping when she sees that rope, she's going to be like, I should stand still. It's worked in the past, right? Does it look like it's going to go good? I'm not a psychic, but take your time, sweetie. She's like, do you want me to jump this or just run over it or what?
You must have gates like that on the ranch at home, eh?
Yeah,
Keep the cattle in.
my horses are always out.
4.5 minutes now.
Price of hay, the neighbor's yard's got some good grass, so he put one of them up.
Yeah.
They ain't hungry. Now it's getting back to the training side instead of just joking around. I've been using pressure and release to kind of show her where I want her and guide her around. In the round pen, when she'd get stuck at the gate, I'd use pressure at the gate and release on the other side. So my mentality of talking her through this, sometimes I get joking too much, but that's what I'm trying to do, is I want to, that's a heck of a good idea, but...
It worked for the car wash.
Yeah. We're caught between a rock and a hard place here. There we go. Go through. You got it, doll.
My gosh. Through the gate. Don't know if you have to worry about closing it. But he did.
Woo!
Whoa.
Here we go again. What do we got?
3 minutes to go. 3 minutes.
Am I done?
As far as,
Well, those are for your freestyle. They're not mandatory. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. You do
Yeah.
get a little woo out here, but those were a freestyle, so I chose the serpentine. As far as all of my stuff, you guys score me on all of it? We're good? All right, we made it. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate you coming out. She's standing still. I'm going to get off and let her have it. Good job.
Really nice job. Kade Mills, and he pretty well brought her right to where she had to be and got her in the right frame of mind, left her in a good spot. Hopefully she goes to a good home.